We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. Our next story takes us out to the Big Apple as Sean Diddy Combs will be back in court today for day 2 of his trafficking and racketeering trial. Jury selection is set to resume with 19 jurors from the first day's pool moving on to the next stage. Fox 5 New York's Briella Tomasetti joins us live this morning outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with the very latest details. A lot of eyes on this case, Briella. Good morning.
Gina, good morning to you. And I can tell you this, it's expected to be another busy day at court. As a reminder, yesterday, potential jurors were given a brief explanation of the charges. The judge also told them that the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Major developments tonight involving the case against Sean Diddy Combs, what he decided in court today, and what this now means, the move coming just 4 days before his trial is set to begin. Here's Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, Sean Combs makes it official. He's rejecting the government's offer to plead guilty and spare himself the possibility of a prolonged term in prison. When asked if he turned down the offer, Combs answered, "Yes, I do, Your Honor," as he stood in a baggy beige jail uniform. Terms were not disclosed, but prosecutors did say a plea could result in a shorter sentence for Combs.
In a case that has stunned the world of entertainment and beyond, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is now at the centre of a sprawling and deeply disturbing federal investigation involving sexual assault, SA, sex trafficking, ST, witness intimidation and racketeering. Once considered one of the most influential figures in music and fashion, Combs now faces a mountain of criminal indictments, civil lawsuits and public scrutiny. Allegations spanning decades. The federal indictment alleges that Combs used force, threats, drugs, and psychological manipulation to control and exploit women, and in some cases, men, over a period spanning several decades. According to prosecutors, Combs orchestrated elaborate parties and industry gatherings where consent was blurred and performances were often coerced. Some alleged victims claim they were filmed during intimate or abusive acts, and disturbing rumours persist that such footage was sold on dark web marketplaces for massive profits, with one so-called freak-off tape allegedly fetching $500 million and involving high-profile stars. Celebrity entanglements and leaked witness list. The case exploded into a media circus when a witness list was accidentally revealed during jury selection, reportedly including a dozen celebrities. From musicians like Rihanna and Chris Brown to actors, athletes, and supermodels, the list sparked speculation that many high-profile names had either witnessed, participated in, or were financially entangled in the events prosecutors aimed to present. Federal agents allege that Combs used his influence and lavish lifestyle to lure people into his orbit, often under the guise of legitimate business deals, brand campaigns, or charitable events. The indictment claims that some payments disguised as consulting fees or influencer bonuses were, in fact, part of a pattern of inducement and cover-up. Defense strategy, consenting adults and systemic bias. Combs's legal team has vigorously denied the charges, asserting that all encounters were between consenting adults. His lawyers argue that the case is a government overreach fueled by media hysteria, likening it to the public spectacle surrounding figures like Jeffrey Epstein. They claim Combs is being unfairly demonized because of his wealth, fame, and race, portraying him as a symbolic target in a justice system that wants to make an example out of powerful black men. In a statement, one of his attorneys declared that Combs is fighting not only for his own name, but for everybody who's ever felt targeted by the government. Multiple accusations. Surface the sheer volume of accusations, including over 70 civil complaints, adds weight to the prosecution's case. One of the most harrowing accounts involves a woman named Ashley, who claimed Combs once held a knife inside her mouth and threatened to give her a Glasgow smile. She also alleges his associates threatened to traffic her overseas if she didn't comply. Though police originally found the claims unfounded, the current investigation has reopened scrutiny on past reports. More recently, a former male employee came forward accusing Combs of inappropriate touching, further expanding the scope and complexity of the case. Courtroom drama and public perception. In court, Combs has shown little emotion. Wearing jail-issued clothes, he reportedly rejected a plea deal that would have reduced his sentence in exchange for admitting guilt. The judge, citing the seriousness of the charges and risk of witness tampering, denied him bail, asserting that no condition could guarantee his return for trial. As the trial begins, jury selection has been complicated by widespread public awareness and social media speculation, especially following the leak of the celebrity witness list. Attorneys are now screening jurors for bias related to fame, wealth, and the culture of celebrity. Some jurors have reportedly already heard rumors about secret tapes and blurred the case in their minds with scandals like Epstein's.
The deck is stacked against him. They've got a ton of evidence. Take the plea deal, dude. Just take it.
Well, my guess is that, because we don't know the deal of the plea deal. At least I don't think we do.
True.
Okay.
Mr. Combs feels he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
Because I don't like him or I don't believe in his case, I think he's got a very defensible case. I mean, this whole case boils down to an issue of consent, right? And as far as I know, I don't know all the evidence, but it's an issue of consent, right? Did they consent or did they not? I mean, was a gun put to someone's head? Or did they want to do it because they were getting all the perks associated with
Industry fallout and brand reactions. The entertainment industry is in turmoil. Major brands associated with Diddy or potential witnesses are pausing campaigns, altering promotional strategies, or preparing crisis communication plans. Some festivals have pulled planned tributes to Bad Boy Records. Streaming platforms are adjusting algorithms, reducing visibility on archived content tied to Combs. Celebrities whose names appeared on the leaked list are reportedly divided. Some have pledged full cooperation, while others are maintaining silence. A handful are working with legal teams to manage reputational risk, especially those tied to fashion, sports, or corporate endorsements. Prosecutors' strategy: mapping influence and financial webs. The prosecution's case hinges on demonstrating that Combs created a system of control through money, access, and celebrity culture. They've subpoenaed flight logs, financial transfers, security protocols, and even NDA agreements, some of which included punitive clauses if a person withdrew after participating in certain events. According to internal records, attendees at private parties were sometimes coded by access level, with coloured lanyards determining who could go where after midnight. Prosecutors argue this reveals an intentional structure designed to manage knowledge, limit evidence, and reward silence. Cultural reckoning and uncertain outcome. Observers have drawn parallels to the number Me Too era and the aftermath of the Epstein scandal, but the Combs case introduces new questions about how influence, collaboration, and cultural power can be leveraged in environments where business, pleasure, and exploitation are dangerously intertwined. While the trial is expected to last for weeks, possibly months, its impact is already being felt. From Wall Street to Hollywood, from streaming services to sports franchises, the case has triggered a cultural reckoning with the kind of celebrity culture that once seemed untouchable. Combs continues to claim innocence, vowing to fight until the end. Whether a jury will see him as a misunderstood mogul or a master manipulator is now a matter of federal law and public opinion,